Till yesterday, we have directly moved on to the session, right? But considering the students joined and waited here for from 4:45, we have decided to utilize that time in a gentle manner. So it's the time for you participants to expose your talents, like playing instruments or singing songs, others like that. So for that, now I call upon Nitish as a first participant to start up his good work.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Switch on the camera.
So I have reached in the phone. Yes. So I cannot switch on the camera, sir. Only 1 minute. Am I visible?
Yes, bro, you're visible.
Yes. I'm
I think so, some network issues, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
now it is visible.
Yeah, yes, bro, it's visible.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm setting up. Mm. It's visible. Wait a minute. It's okay now.
Nitish, we want to see your instrument.
Mm. Yes. Mm.
Okay, Nitish. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to play
Yes.
the master. Let me sing a cutie story from Master movie. that's all, sir.
Yes, thank you, Nitish. It was mesmerizing and wonderful performance.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Anyone want to appreciate Nitish?
It's really awesome, Nitish. It's nice.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
Actually, you are receiving lot of appreciations in the chat box.
Yeah.
Participants, any one of you want to expose your talent? Like Nitish? We have nearly 7 minutes to go ahead. So, if you are interested means you can also do. Sir? Okay, sir. Nitish Ramlingam, are you ready?
What, ma'am? To play
Are
another
you
song.
ready to play the same song again?
Yeah.
Okay,
I can play Eevee from Hello movie.
okay, you can proceed.
Yeah. Yeah, wait a minute. My laptop was all right. I was just logging to that. On no time. I was just logging to this. I think I can come. Is my video visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yes. that's all. Just a small BGM. That's all.
Yes, Nitesh, again a good one from you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Okay, guys, we'll move on to our session. And now I would like to call upon Shivaramakrishnan from Jaindra Silver Jubilee Matriculation Higher Secondary School to recall the concepts of rendering dimensions and materials, rendering output settings.
Thank you, sister. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, hi. How are you? Yeah, I think so. You are all safe at home. Okay. Yeah, this is S. Ramakrishnan from Sri Raswamigal Silver Jubilee Matriculation High Secondary School. Yeah, I am here to just to recall the yesterday session. Okay, let me present my screen. Yeah, I welcome you all for this session. Yeah, okay. I would like to have this session as an interactive session, not as usual, like yeah, person who is speaking and others not interacting with us. So I would like to make this an interactive session. Okay. So I would like to make this whole session interactive. So can you please unmute and say what do you know about rendering? You can also tell it in chat box too. What is rendering and what do you know about rendering? You can unmute and also in chat box.
Converting 2D into 3D.
Yeah, okay, that's nice. Yeah, any other? Yeah, I am expecting more answers from you. Anyone? 3D scene into 2D picture animation. Yeah, good, that's nice. Yeah, any other answers? Convert 3D scene to 2D scene. Pure Dashni, that's good. Okay, any other answers? Yeah, okay. Okay, I appreciate your interaction with me. I'll just go for the next one. Final output of a display. Yeah, good. Yeah, this is what I am expecting. Okay. Okay, what do we get as an output? In Blender, we get an animation as an output, right? Okay, let me ask, what is an animation? What is an animation? You can all speak up with me. There is nothing that you, if you tell wrong, there is nothing that just an anime. Is it? I would like to make this as an interactive session. Okay,
Sequence of pictures.
okay, sequence of
Some
pictures.
like graphically moving.
Yeah, okay, that's nice. Any other answers?
Animation is a mixture of images, videos, and many other files.
Yeah, okay, good, good, very Vishal, that's nice. Yeah, I would expect more new participants to answer these questions.
Animation is method in which figures are manipulated to appear moving images.
Yeah, that's nice. That's put to a correct explanation. Okay, any other?
An
Making
actor
inanimate
instance
objects
of
alive.
animate
Yeah, any one of you.
an actor instance of animating
Okay, good.
Animation is the process of displaying still images so quickly so that they give the impression of continuous movement.
Yeah, okay, that's nice.
giving
That's nice. That's
emotions
nice.
to non-living things.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's also a good answer. Yeah, thank you for your introduction. Okay, okay, okay. I'll just can any one of you make an animation with the cube? Can you please present your screen and make that in this instant? Is there anyone interested? Just to make a small animation of the cube. You can make animation with a cube, like moving it, grabbing it, like that. Okay. Okay. Are you interested in presenting? Can you please, can one of you please present your screen? Just to make a quick, just make it quick, just in 2 minutes. Okay, who is going to present the screen? Can I know your name, please?
Yeah, yes. Who is going to
Can
present?
I make a chair?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I will share my screen.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, first of all, congratulations, Pranav Lipika, for your interaction with me. Yeah, and this shows your interest also.
Thank you now. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen. Yeah, for sure. Kavigani, you can also present your screen.
Pranav Lipika,
Iska?
can you please unmute yourself and explain what you are doing so that your
Iska?
co-participants? Okay, proceed now.
Thank you, sir. I also asked to tell that.
Now I selected this. Sorry, really sorry. I selected this ends. So now these faces. Um, what? Mm,
You can also, there is no issue in making chat, Ma. You can also make it in this cube. No issues in that. Our main aim is just to make an animation. And you also no need to render it. You just
Anna,
show
I
it.
can hear you clearly.
Yeah, actually, you don't want to make a chair at all. It will be time consuming, right? So you can just make an animation with this object. No issues in that.
That's all.
Only because your screen has stopped sharing.
One minute. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's all. Shuramana, can you see?
Yeah, yeah, I can see, I can see.
Do I have to do once more?
Yeah, no, no, thank you, thank you. You can make animation now. You can make an animation.
Shall I do?
Yeah, after this you can do.
Yeah, okay.
I think she has left out from the meeting.
Bro, you put mute and pay.
Yeah, sister, can I give other chance to other students?
Can I?
Okay,
Yeah,
but if
okay,
it's
okay.
short means it's just okay.
Okay, just you can just make an animation with the cube. You cannot you need not to make a model. Just make an animation with a simple cube, like moving or rotating like that.
Yeah, okay. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
Is my screen is visible for you?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So for making this animation, I reduced the timeline to 50. So you can make the animation. Okay. You
Very
can
before
make.
you need not to render the animation. You just make an animation using key. Okay.
Okay.
You need
Okay.
not to
Okay.
render it.
Okay. Okay. So for making animation, you can make animation first. First, by default opening, the Blender is like that. If you want to make the animation, means just drag it for better experience of viewing, and then the cube is in center. See, when I'm moving and press enter means here the dot line, it means one timeline is added. Again I want to move this timeline means you can press the triangle button or you can press the space bar in your keyboard. If you pressing means it moving, and again you move this cube, move this object anywhere. See, again the another timeline is added. So now I want to rotate it. First time, in order to move this and place it and where I want. Okay. And again another one is added, and again I move it slightly, and again I add another frame, and again I place here. So if you want to view your animation, means in your camera angle plus 0, sorry, let me play my animation. Here you can see that my animation is playing. Like that you can make more animation, and you can reduce the timeline or increase the timeline. That's all about the animation.
Yeah, thank you, Ilusha. Thank you for your animation. It's nice. Is there anyone who is interested in making this? Is there anyone? Any other?
Anna, can I present?
Yeah, you can present. Gavekani, please.
Is my screen is visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yes, yes.
Anna, I had creator, but it not came well.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. No issues.
Yes,
This is
that's a
so. This is looking so nice, Kavekani. Congratulations for your effort.
thank you.
Looking so nice.
That's a
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Kavekani. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you. It's looking really looking so nice. Okay. Okay. Let me continue my presentation. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, now.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Okay. I just open my Blender. Okay, as we have had some hands-on session with the participants, we could know that this is the animation panel where we could add keyframes and also animate some objects, right? Okay, now we will see just a recall about the rendering. The rendering is a process of exporting the our project. Okay, so if we like to render an animation, we will first of all basically we will set the resolution. We can set the resolution as we want. Okay, then we will select our frame rate up to which frame, from which frame and up to which frame we have animated. For example, if I have animated till 120, I will just keep it as 120, so that it will also reduce the uh, size of the size and duration of the your animation. Okay, okay. In this folder, you can select the file where you want to save it. Okay, I'll just save it in this desktop and then render renders. Okay, I'll just select this, and if I click accept, it will open the file, and the another, if I click accept, it will be saved in that file. Okay, so in this compression, this equals to the and quality of your render. If you increase this quality, it will be so nice. If you decrease this, it will be more grainy. Okay, okay, that's it. These are basic things about animation, about rendering in animation. Okay, let me just make a small animation with that. I'll just set my keyframe to 0, and I'll start auto keying. If we press a space bar key, you could see that my timeline is running. You can also move this using this right arrow and left arrow, and also by using your keypad number, keypad arrows like right and left. Okay, so you can see that the keyframe is moving 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, I'll just make a small animation with that. Yeah, I have set my keyframe as 1 and I have moved this object to the right. Okay, then I'll add my keyframe as 2 and move it to the next left. And then I'll add my keyframe as 3 and I'll just move to down. And then I'll just move my keyframe to 4 and move to right and then to the same position. Okay. Okay, this is a small animation which I have created in this time. Okay, let me just show you in short. I'll just create this animation. You could see that it is so fast, right? So I have made this animation in just in 5 frames. So it's so fast. Just for consuming time, I have made this. Yeah. After this, I will keep my as I have done my animation within 5 keyframes. I will just set the frame rate as 6. Okay. I'll just set it, and you can see that my animation will run as fast. Okay. Then I have chosen my folder where I have to save this file, and at last you have to choose the file format. If you click PNG, JPG, these are all some basic photo formats in your Blender. So you can choose these 3 as video formats. Okay, in this last one, this is more easily usable format. I'll just click it, and if I press F12, that is rendering file. Okay, if I press F12, it will render. Just a minute. Okay, adjust my camera. Yeah, if I just render it, you could see that image will be started, the animation will be started rendering. It will be rendered frame by frame. You can see the frame count here and the time here, something like that. Okay, I will. Is there any doubts regarding this? Any doubts till now?
No.
Okay. Okay, it's just rendering. I will go to the next topic quickly. Yeah, this is rendering option, and if you click on this view layer properties, you can see. Okay, just a minute. Yes.
Bro, you can teach one time, bro. Once time. I cannot.
Once more. Should I have to teach once more?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Okay, just a minute. I'll just
How
open a
to
new.
edit? How to save the editing? Button. How
Okay.
to
Okay.
animate? How to do animation? You tell now, bro.
Yeah.
That only once again teach, bro. I
Yeah.
cannot.
Okay.
I
Sure.
can't understand.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Are you comfortable with Tamil?
Yes, bro.
Okay. I'll just teach once more in Tamil. Okay. Okay. I'll just present my.
Thanks, bro.
Okay. Thank you. Welcome. As it's rendering. Okay. ஓகே ஒன்றும் இல்லை அனிமேஷன்னா நீங்கள் வந்து நான் வந்து ஜஸ்ட் இந்த கியூப் வச்சு அனிமேட் பண்ண போகிறேன். ஸோ அனிமேஷன் பண்ணுறதுக்கு நான் இந்த டைம் லைன் இது இன்னும் டைம் ஓகேவா, இந்த டைம் லைன் நான் வந்து எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கிறேன். ஸோ என்னோட கம்ஃபர்டபுளுக்காக எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கிறேன். ஓகேவா, நான் அந்த கியூபை கிளிக் பண்ணிட்டு இந்த கியூப் போட்டு தான் அனிமேட் பண்ணணும். எனக்கு இந்த கேமராவும் லைட்டும் அனிமேட் பண்ண வேண்டாம். ஸோ அப்போ வந்து நான் அந்த கியூப் மட்டும் கிளிக் பண்ணிவிட்டு எனக்கு தேவையான ஃப்ரேம்ஸு எனக்கு இப்போ எனக்கு கீ ஃப்ரேம் வந்து எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு 20 வரைக்கும் போதும் அப்படின்னா நான் இந்த இடத்துல இது ஆக்சுவலி இது வந்து அவுட்புட் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிஸ். ஓகேவா, இந்த இடத்துல போயிட்டு இந்த எண்ட் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டின்னு இருக்குல்ல, ஸோ இந்த எண்ட் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியில் போயிட்டு நான் வந்து 20 டைப் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். ஸோ இப்போ என்ன இப்போ உங்களுக்கு தெரியுது அப்படின்னா இந்த கிரே ரீஜன் வந்து 20th கீ ஃப்ரேமோட முடிஞ்சிடும். ஓகேவா, உங்களுக்கு காமிக்கிறேன் ஒரே நிமிஷம். ஓகேவா, இங்க பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா 1 to 20 தான் அந்த கிரேஸ் இருக்கும், மிச்சம் டார்க்கா இருக்கும். ஸோ அப்போ வந்து உங்களால 1 to 20 வரை கீ ஃப்ரேம் வரைக்கும் தான் உங்களால யூஸ் பண்ண முடியும். ஓகேவா? இந்த கீ 1 2 3ங்கிற டைம் லைன் இருக்குல்ல, ஸோ அதை வந்து மூவ் பண்றதுக்கு நீங்க வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். இந்த ப்ளே பட்டன் ஆர் மவுஸ் வச்சு கூட யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், லைக் திஸ். அல்லது நீங்க வந்து கீபோர்டில் உள்ள ஆரோ இருக்குல்ல, ரைட் ஆரோ லெஃப்ட் ஆரோ, ஸோ அதை வச்சு கூட யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். நான் ஒரு சின்ன அனிமேஷன் 20 ஃப்ரேம்ஸ்குள்ள பண்ணி காட்டுறேன். ஓகேவா? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து கீ ஃப்ரேம் ஃபைல வச்சுக்கிறேன். ஃபைல ஓகே, ஒரு நிமிஷம். நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கீ ஃப்ரேம்ல 1ல வச்சுட்டு நான் ரைட்டுக்கு மூவ் பண்றேன். ஓகேவா? அதுக்கடுத்து நான் ஃபைல வச்சுட்டு அப்படியே மேலே மூவ் பண்றேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் நான் வந்து 10ல வச்சுட்டு லெஃப்ட்டுக்கு மூவ் பண்றேன். அதுக்கடுத்து 15ல வச்சுட்டு மறுபடியும் கீழே மூவ் பண்றேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் 18ல வச்சுட்டு மறுபடியும் நான் ரைட்டுக்கு மூவ் பண்றேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் லாஸ்ட் 20ல வச்சுட்டு நான் அப்படியே அந்த ஒரிஜினுக்கே கொண்டு போயிடுறேன். ஓகேவா? இப்போ நீங்க என்னுடைய அனிமேஷன் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, ஜஸ்ட் மினிட். ஐயோ, சாரி சாரி, நான் ஆட்டோ கீயிங் ஆன் பண்ணல. ஓகே, மறந்துடாதீங்க, இந்த ஆட்டோ கீயிங் ஆப்ஷன் ஆன் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஓகேவா? 1ல வச்சுட்டு ஐ வில் ஜஸ்ட் டூ தட் அகைன். நான் மறுபடியும் மூவ் பண்றேன்.
ப்ரோ,
யா, எஸ்.
இந்த எடிட் பண்ண முன்னே அந்த டாட் கொண்டு வரீங்களா ப்ரோ? அது என்ன கீ பிரஸ் பண்ண சொல்றீங்களா ப்ரோ? அது
அது
மட்டும்
ஆக்சுவலி நீங்க வந்து இந்த ஆட்டோ கீ, நான் எந்த கீயும் பிரஸ் பண்ணல, ஆட்டோ கீ ஆன் பண்ணாலே நீங்க வந்து ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட், அந்த நீங்க அனிமேட் பண்ற ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டை மூவ் பண்ணாலே அதனால அந்த டாட் வந்துடும். இந்த டாட் தானே கேக்குறீங்க?
எஸ் ப்ரோ.
அது ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா வந்துடும், நீங்க ஒன்றும் செய்ய வேண்டாம்.
நீங்க நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி பாஸ் பண்ணா அது ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா வந்துருமா ப்ரோ?
இல்ல, ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி பாஸ் பண்றது இல்ல. நீங்க அந்த கீ ஃப்ரேம்ல வச்சுட்டு நீங்க ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட், நீங்க அனிமேட் பண்ற ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டை மூவ் பண்ணாலே வந்துடும்.
ஓகே ப்ரோ, தேங்க்ஸ் ப்ரோ.
ஓகே ஓகே. Time is running, so I'll just make it fast.
அடுத்த டாபிக் என்ன ப்ரோ? இது மட்டும் தான் ப்ரோ டவுட்.
ஓகே ஓகே, இப்போ கிளியர் இருக்கா உங்களுக்கு?
எஸ் ப்ரோ.
ஓகே ஓகே, அவ்வளவுதான். இது ஒண்ணு, அவ்வளவுதான். இது அதுக்கு அடுத்தது இது வந்து ஆக்சுவலி ரெண்டர் ஆப்ஷன். இது நான் உங்களுக்கு லாஸ்ட்ல ரெண்டர் பண்ணி காமிக்கிறேன். இது வந்து ரெண்டரோட குவாலிட்டி இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணி டிக்ரீஸ் பண்ணும். நீங்க நம்ம நேற்று பார்த்த மாதிரி அந்த நம்ம பார்த்தோம் ரெண்டர் குவாலிட்டி இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணும்போது நம்ம அந்த கிரெயின்ஸ், அதாவது புள்ளி புள்ளியா தெரியல தானே, we can't see that grains there in the render image. So if we increase and decrease render these values, we can increase and decrease it in cycle. Okay, that's it. Okay, is there any doubts regarding this?
No.
இல்ல bro.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'll just I request the participants to wait after this meeting. So I would like to show you a small animation just for your, உங்களுக்கு வந்து ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக இருக்கிறதுக்கு நான் ஒரு அனிமேஷன் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கேன். ஸோ ஐ லைக் டு ஷோ தட். ஜஸ்ட் ப்ளீஸ் வெயிட் ஆஃப்டர் த மீட்டிங், ஆஃப்டர் த கிளாஸஸ் ஆர் ஓவர். ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ 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 ஃபார் இன்ட்ராக்ஷன்.
Thank you so much, Shivaramakrishnan. Actually, it was a wonderful interaction between you and your co-participants. And thank you, Ved Vishal, Pranam Lipika, Gavyakani, for your quick and short demonstration.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I think so I have taken more time.
No, it's not a problem.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
then
Thank you
we'll
for
move on to the
participating in
session.
cooperation.
Okay, we'll move on to today's topic. And today's topic is Eve Lightning. It will be handled by Anand and Pradeep from IT department, second year of National Engineering College.
Good evening, guys. Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, it is good.
Okay. Okay, let's start with the intro to the Eevee Lightning. Eevee is the default render engine. Rendering is nothing but a process of converting a 2D into 3D. The engine which converts or performs this process is called as the render engine. In Blendering, we have three render engines. One is Eevee, Second one is workbench and cycles. At first, there is a cube which is appears in the middle of the viewport. To give a better explanation about the lightning, I am going to inserting a new mesh that is plain. And this plane acts as a floor. We can see several settings that pertain to how Eevee calculates lightning compared to other engines like the cycles. Now look at the render tab in the properties editor. Now we have selected this Eevee as a render engine. Then there are visuals includes the several effects such as ambient accuracy, bloom, depth of field, volumetries, performance, hair, which are the properties of the object that determines the animation of that lightning. In this, we will see each one of the effects and how to adjust these property settings here. Now let's select the cube is now selected. Then go to the materials tab, which is indicated by a red material spherical icon. By default, the principal BSTF is the default surface of the object. This is a good surface, but we want to make it as a brighter object. It is not such as bright. Now I'm going to make this as emission. Scroll down and emission. Make it as a pure white. Now it is a bright white. It is good, but for our testing, it is not enough. Okay, now try the bloom effect. This is in rendering. Ambient exclusion is a factor which affects the shadow or the shadow length and factors in this viewport. If we increase the distance, the shadow effect will change according to the our changes. Factor also determines the some of the darkness of the shadow here, and rays precision also have some effect in that shadow. Now let's check the bloom. I think there is a little amount of effect in the bloom option. The cube is now by checking in the bloom option, the cube slightly glows before and after of pressing bloom, but we have to make it really glow like a lot. To make the emission more brighter, I am going to use emission shader. Here emission in materials tab, surface, and in surface drop down this box use emission and increase the strength. According to the strength, the object will glows. I have selected emission instead of the yeah.
How did you do this?
Hello.
That glowing? Will you show me again?
Yeah, yeah. Um, In a materials properties tab, there is a in this surface on this box. It is a default. It is set as a principal BSDF. Instead of principal BFDF, you have to select this emission. I have selected emission, and then the color of the cube. For a better experience, I have selected white.
Bro,
Yeah.
first you want to watch like bro in settings. Like,
In settings, materials property tab. Here, this one.
yeah, okay, bro. That surface only you want to first select, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. Here, select the emission, and then according to your desire, you can increase the strength of the glowing effect. I think this is okay. Next, I have selected the emission synthesis. Then next, it glows according to its default procedure. The size and radius of the glowing effect we can edit by using rendering properties, and then the radius. If we decrease the radius, the glowing effect will also decreases. If I increases the wider space, it will give some most amount of light. If I decrease the radius, it will looks like a small light. By using threshold, threshold is also a factor which affects the glowing effect. The smaller the threshold, the greater is the emission effect. Zero has the maximum emission effect. Then intensity. Intensity also has the factor which determines the glowing effect. You can see this.
Bro,
Yeah,
how how do you make shadow in backside of the box, bro?
this one.
You now make on box now, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
In the surface there wasn't shadow, no, bro. How you do you, bro?
This one.
So shadow. That's
Uh,
that one.
it is automatic effect in Blender
Oh,
because if we have we have light here. It's
yes.
light is reflected back in the shadow. It also emits shadow. Okay.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Oh. Then a non-zero clamp value will give a better experience of a glowing effect. If we increase the clamp value, the bordering of the outer border of the tube light effect will decrease. So make sure you have take a non-zero clamp value. Then the glowing color can also be changed. We can change the color of the glowing effect. Initially it is white. I have changed it to green or yellow or blue. Anything you want, you can change it. The knee value makes the bordering of the threshold of the bloom, which gives a slight way to cut off the bloom. The knee point, this is the knee point. It will act as a border to the glowing effect. The radius and the knee effect will give a border to that one. Next, depth of field. This one, depth of field. Depth of field is isn't a lighting emission factor, but it has a some amount of factors which affects that preview. It simulates the real life camera that depends on the focus of the camera. This focus certainly some objects in the scene. Some part is clear and some are not clear. To explain this, I am going to add some mess, that is monkeys here. I'm making duplicates in some particular positions.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm not attend a class from starting itself, bro. One class only attend. How
okay.
you can make the faces, that shape and all?
It is not a. I haven't make any faces. It is a default in Blender. The
How
default,
to do, bro?
yeah, yeah. By selecting Shift A, you can
Okay,
make this properties tab will appears.
okay,
In
bro.
this, you can select mesh, and then you can insert any object here.
Thank you. Thanks,
In
bro.
this, I have set. Okay. To make duplicates, I have press Shift plus D to make duplicates. I have selected 4 monkeys. Depth of the field doesn't have any checkbox. Here you can notice that ambient occlusion and the bloom have some checkbox here, but depth of field doesn't have any checkbox because depth of field is a factor which determines the effect of the glowing effect, but it acts for individual objects. To activate the depth of field effect, we have to select the active camera. This is the active camera, and then go to the green camera option. This is the camera properties option. Here you can check in the depth of field. But there is no effect shown here because we haven't set any focal length for the camera. It is we have only selected that depth of field checkbox only. To change the focus distance, you can change by selecting numbers or by pressing shift plus scroll. The effect will doesn't show any effect because it is only a camera perspective only, not visible to our eyes. I click the focus distance to around 1. For our reference, I am saying that each grid size is this is a grid. Each grid is measured as a 1 meter. By pressing 0, we can see a camera view. This camera view can be shown by pressing the numpad 0. By changing the focus distance, the object becomes somewhat clear, but we have to make sure it is clear. But many effects will not take place because we have to change the focus distance according to its value. To see the you have a doubt that where is the focus point in this 3D viewport. To see the focus point in 3D viewport, you have to the higher the max value, that rendering option, the higher the max size value, the higher the blurry effect can happens. By default, that default value is fine. Subsurface scattering is the can be calculated here. This will increase or decrease the quality of the calculations. I am going to select the monkey in the materials properties tab. I am going to select the monkey, and in materials properties have new. Now it looks like a skinny effect. I am going to increase the subsurface area. Now you can notice that these two monkeys have a different change in here. It looks like a small sculpture. It is looks like a small skinny object. And this is the light. By moving this light, this skinny object will have a clear visualization here. By moving the light, we can see the translucency of the monkeys here. This monkey is acts like a small solid object. This looks like our skin. In rendering, we can increase the resolution of the object by increasing the sample size. By increasing the count of the samples, by increasing samples, we can increase the resolution of the object. The threshold value also determines the translucency of the object. I am going to change the color of the plane. Or change the color of the plane. I am going to simply select the plane, and in materials properties I have selected new, then change the base color. For better, I have selected black. It is
Bro,
somewhat shiny surface. It looks like a shiny surface.
bro,
Yeah,
bro, you do monkey face that like smoothly, bro.
yeah, bro.
From the sprinkles to that smooth surface. That
Yeah.
alone, bro. Network for network issue only I cannot listen clearly, bro.
Okay, okay, I will do. Just select that object and then go to materials properties. Select new. And then increase the subsurface area here. Have you noticed it, that subsurface area will determine the skinny effect? If I increase the subsurface area, it becomes skinny. Have you seen now?
Thanks, bro.
Oh, okay. Now I'm going to select the screen space reflections. Screen space reflections is nothing but a reflection which is made on that blending effect. This is the reflection made by the screen space of reflection. Then in this plane properties, I'm going to change this. I'm going to change the background of the vector. Then color and add a checker texture. It will give a outlook of that.
Bro, can you show again?
Okay. In a world, select a surface. In color, select a checker texture. That will look like this.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
To give the monkey a glass shade, go to the materials properties, add new, and then a surface. Instead of principal BSDF, select a glass BSDF. It will looks like a glass. You can see difference between these two monkeys. It looks like a glass.
Bro, you can zoom and show, bro.
Yeah, now you can see the difference between these two. There's a little bit difference. It looks like a stone. This looks like a dark and unclear glass.
Will you show me how to make a glass surface once again?
Yeah, select this object and select new. In this surface, it is by default it has a principal BSDF. Instead of this principal DF, select a glass BSDF. This will looks like a glass.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. it is a glass, but we can't see through this. It is not more refracting the surface. To make it refracting, we can enable this refraction check-in box. It gets somewhat glassy effect, more glassy effect. The next one is motion blur. In motion blur, the samples increasing the shutter value, the blur effect will change. Have you noticed this?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Motion blur is only visible to camera's perspective, and in animation perspective by pressing the camera view, that is numpad 0. I'm going to make a motion blur. For making this, I'm not going to make any animation in this object. I'm going to make a little camera movement here only. For making this camera movement, I am going to select this borders. The borders is now selected. Then double press the R. The camera movement will change. Then I'm enabling the auto keying function and move that camera view. It is now saved. Then I move little somewhat. Then again press double R. Then it is also recorded. I am going to move a little bit. Now it is saved. Now we are going to see this animation. This is just like this. This is the camera animation. Increasing the shutter value, the blur effect will also increases. Now notice this in a 0.5 shutter value. This blur effect will look like
Bro,
a little amount. Yeah.
how you want to select camera, bro? Once again, please.
Camera view or this animation.
Once again, bro. I can't reach your voice clearly. Please.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
For camera view, press this camera icon or numpad 0. Okay. Now I'm going to change that by pressing double R. The camera perspective will change. First, you have to select this camera view, then pressing double R and wait a minute. Double R. I'm going to change this camera view. It is a recorder. Then I'm going to move a little bit. Then again press double R. Move another side. It is also recorded. Then somewhat move this keyframe. Then press double R and release. It is a recorder. By pressing the space bar, it will use. Okay.
Thanks, bro.
Increasing the, now you notice this. It has a somewhat little amount of blur effect. Yeah, that's it. Increasing the shutter value, it will increase the amount of blur effect. Thank you. Next stage will be continued by Rajadurai.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, bro, it's visible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
bro, it's visible.
Yes.
Okay. Now we are going to continue the Eve Lightning and part 2 session. Now I using this camera view as instead of changing the monkey as pair. Okay. Now today we are going to cover three topics: volumetric, shadows, and indirect lighting. Okay, let's start. And now we are going to see volumetric. Before volumetric, we see there is no volumetric object, so we add some mesh as cube. Okay, wrap it here. Now I am grabbing mesh over the plane. Now I need to make it as a volumetric object. So I'm going to change this materials property. So I'm going for the materials property option, and here I add. Then this is the surface. I am changing the surface of the mesh into principal BSDF to remove. By clicking the remove option, we have see the dark portion of the cube. Okay. Now I am going to change the volume, and the volume we are going to select volume scattering. Now you can see there is a shadery portion. Just scaling it. Okay. This is the volumetry portion. Now you can see when I zoom out, there's a disappearance of that cube. When I'm going to close, it will seems like a shadery portion. Okay. Now going to the sampling property and volumetric. Okay. Just to see what is volumetric. Volumetric is a lightning effect which makes a real-time lightning. Okay. Now I am changing the starting portion as 10 meters. When I change into 10, you can see when I'm moving close, it will disappear. You can see it will seems like if there is a fog in real time, you can going inside, it will seems there is nothing. Just like this, it will act. And by the tile size, we can sharpening the edges of the band. You can see that it is in 8 pixel. Now I am changing it to 16 pixel. You can see the sharpness of the object is increased. Okay. Likewise, there are the pixels. See, when lowering the pixel, the sharpening increases. Okay. I am getting the it is a default as 8. Okay. Now we all know that increasing the sample, we have also increased the quality. Just I am increased this sampling as 128. You can see the quality will increases. Notice it. Okay. You can see the pattern, which is bundle here. Then this is a distribution. to distribute it. It will increase the distribution among the bundles. Okay, now that's all about the volumetric. By using this, we can use some creative things, because it will look like in the camera view you can see that you can see there is a fog like texture on that, so it will be very creative. Then here the volumetric lightning. By clicking this, you can see there's a no light object on that. But by using it, we can have some realistic colors.
உருவமே வராது பொழுது உருவமே வராது பொழுது கடைசி நாள் கூட.
Okay, now I want to change the background property. So clicking this world properties, just click this and made this checkerboard texture, and I'm going to change this color as green. You can see this. Okay, and we also
Bro, can you repeat again?
from where, bro?
Bro, that green color you.
Okay, I just wish to change the background color, so I am going for the world property menu. You can see this red color icon. Just click on it, and I already select the color as checker texture. We can make it as brick texture, or environment texture, but I am going for the checker texture. Understand, bro?
Yes.
Okay, now we can change the color of the texture also. Just I am going to click it as a green.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Okay, bro. Now this is our background color. Then we can also reduce the opacity of this texture by reduce the density as 0.5. You can see that it shows there is an object in by reducing the density, it shows there is an object in that fog texture. Okay, that's all about the volumetry. Then now we are moving to indirect lightning. Okay, just click this out. Okay, now I am adding some monkey mess. Just place it on over the plane. You can see it. Okay, now adding a mess over the plane. Instead of, we also add some spear plane also, because we are going to just make it here. Okay. Now I'm go just right click on the. Now before moving on to the indirect lightning, we are going to know what will happen. It will make some realistic reflections on the object. Now see, just I am going to softening the texture by right click on the option. Just right click the mesh, select the mesh, and click right click, shade soft. Okay. Now I am going to reduce the roughness of the property.
ஆறு இருபது.
So I am going for the material property. Just click and new. Now reduce the roughness. By using this, you can see the reflection of the background over the sphere. You have noticed that this will the reflection of the background, and I will make this clear as changing the background color as white as well. Okay, now it will be clear. Okay, you can see this. This will be the background reflection over the sphere. This is the indirect lighting among it. And in the indirect option, there is a prominent options. There are light probe. The light probe has three options: reflection cube map, reflection plane, and iterational volume. Now I'm going for a reflection cube make. Just clicking it, it will show some spherical cover for this. Just grab it by using hotkey G and scale it over this sphere as a correctly manner. Just scale it.
Bro, can
Yes, bro.
you please say one more time the adding of this object?
This this is a bro.
Yes, bro, yes.
Okay. Just add. Just going for the add menu and searching for the light probe option. Okay, bro. In there we have
Okay,
see the
bro.
cube map, reflection cube map, and I'm selecting that. And by selecting this, we have this button, and just grab this over the spherical which was placed on the plane. Just scale it as a proper manner over the sphere. Now, okay, just make it as in correct order. Scale it. Okay. Now we are going for the indirect lighting. Okay. Just in the indirect, clicking the indirect lighting, there is an option called bake indirect lighting. After adding this light probe cube map, just click bake indirect lighting. Now you can see the reflection of monkey over the sphere. By make it more detailing, just click this and add some color for the monkey mess. I'm adding it as red color. Okay. By adding this, you can see there is a reflection of monkey over the sphere. Yeah, okay. It will shows us a white in color. You can see this.
It's not clearly visible for us, the monkey light.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I will just making the background color as green. Okay. Now going for the and bake is indirect lights. Now you can see this, bro. The circle object which reflects the monkey's back head.
Yeah, yeah, it is
Hmm.
visible.
Okay, bro. Now this is the first option of light probe. Next, going for the second option, which is light probe is reflection plane. Before that, we have to change the plane property. Just moving smooth and going it for the material property, and just reduce the roughness. By reducing the roughness, you can see that the reflection of the whole background over the plane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now just adding the second option of light probe, reflection plane. You can say it will like a normal plane and just scale it over. And make it as indirect autobic. Okay. Now you can see this, and there is a one more option which is called auto bake, because for every modeling we can just if we changed, just we are going for the bake in direct lightning. But when we click it as auto bake, it will be auto saved our changes. Okay. Now moving on to our third option of auto probe. It will be related. By using it, we can see, and
Bro, you can tell once again, bro.
okay. Okay. Autobub is the best and important option for lightning. For example, Eve lightning, because it will give a realistic lightning effects over the objects. Now I am going to show the third option of the light probe, irradiance volume. Just click it. You have received this pattern object. So just click yes for scaling the object. Okay. Now you can receive like this, and I'm going to change this mesh property. Just select it and going for the material property, and we already know that. Just click on the emission for lighting. Then I am going to change the color as red and strength as okay. Now I already told that just when we are done it, just click the bake indirect lightning. You can see the effect of the mist which will reflect on over the sphere and the surface. Yeah, and you also have the reflection of the monkey over the sphere and lighting settings. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's all about the indirect lighting. Now moving on to the shadow options. Just clicking of time general, as usual, just making them as plain. Okay, and we already know that when we are using the Eve render engine, just click this viewport shader, because while clicking it will automatically show the shading options, automatically show the shading textures over the mesh. And we are moving on to the shade
What
options.
to click, bro?
What, bro?
What shade option? Shadow option.
This viewport, bro, viewport shading. There are three viewports. Viewport shading. For using it, we can show the 3D view over the shadow options.
Thanks, bro.
Okay, bro. Next, we are moving on to the shading shadow options, and there are two shadow options. What are they? Are ESM, exponential shadow mapping, which is a default option for shadowing in Blender, then and VSM, variance shadow mapping. Okay, now we have the ESM options. Now moving on to the another option, we have the cube size. By increasing the cube size, we can see the difference of the shadow. You can see while the pixel is decreases, the clarity of the and quality of the shadow will decreases. Just the texture will slightly scattered, and when a full resolution, it will make a quality shadow over it. Then and it is a cascade size. Cascade size also increase the smoothness of the shadow. Just notice when I reduce it, you can see the scattering of smoothness over the shadows. And that's all about these two options. And the next, high bit path. And the high bit path increases the quality of the shadow. For example, it increases the quality by increasing both as 1024. You can see that while you can notice while I'm not clicking the high bit, when I clicking this, you can see some smoothness around the shadows. Then uh, light threshold. It was a most interesting option over the shadowing. Just going for it, it will reduce the, just click and grab it over here. Okay, now increasing it, you can see the light area of the light showing is reduced. And by using in real time or your creative project, you can use this as a light for post lights or street lamps, and this, it will be very useful on that. And when you are make it as one, just decrease and reduce it. When you are lowering, the light will reduce, increase. Okay. Okay, that's all about the Eve lightning properties. Okay, thank you. Any doubts?
Bro, can you explain me how to change the background in the workspace?
Yes, bro. Just don't select anything on the any materials. Just click the background and going for this world properties, the red icon which is on the menu. Just click it and change the color. Okay, bro. And going for the color option, you have several textures, colors, and converters. I am going for now checker texture. Just clicking this, you can have this checker texture all over the background. Okay,
Yeah, thank you, bro.
and you can change this by adding the selecting the color over here. Okay, that's all about the coloring and properties. Okay, okay, thank you. Any queries?
No
No,
doubt.
bro.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Pradeep, Rajadurai, and Anand. And just nearly 6:30. So I think the newcomers from 5 didn't know what was happened at first. Actually, your friends have joined earlier before 5. So to utilize the time without waiting for others, we have planned to engage themselves with showcasing their talents. It was only happened at first. Okay, that's for your information. And every day classes will be ended by 6. But I think yesterday and today's topic was somewhat a bigger one. So only the time is extended to 6:30. So tomorrow onwards, we'll start sharply at 5 o'clock, and from 4:45 to 5, we have given you time to showcase your talents. Okay, we'll play the quiz tomorrow. So now we can wind up our session. Thank you so much all for joining in the meet and attending class.
Whether anyone of you willing to recall today's season on tomorrow? Anyone?
Do you want to play the quiz? Actually, some people are asking in the chat box.
Yeah, it's okay.
No. Okay. Sir, what to do, sir? Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, guys, we'll play tomorrow. Who's willing to recall the session? Who's willing to recall